man. We in here. All right, so pretty much. What up, everybody? What up? Friday. It's Friday day. It's Friday day. It's Friday day. It's Friday day.
You're feeling it, dude.
Where the energy at? Where the energy at? What up? I'm Charles. Arena of the Mind is the homie.
Joshua Davis, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Myself.
So pretty much coming in, I know I told you like, we're gonna start with Cleveland Cavs and Suns. But I gotta start with the Kanye and Drake. I'm cursing. I'm sorry. I gotta start with that. I can't. We can't go past that. We have to start with that because I had a bit of FOMO for somebody that's like the biggest Kanye fan that I would say I didn't go. For multiple reasons. There's multiple reasons I didn't go. We'll get to it in a second. We'll just talk about the concert real quick. Because I know you didn't watch it.
Dang, you right, but I don't like how you call me out like that.
Dog, it started at 10:30. I know you like your sleep, so that's 1:30, 12:30 your time. It was supposed to start at 8. They pushed it back to 9. And then they didn't come on until about 9:30. So, and it ended at 11:15, 11:30.
Is this the Lauryn Hill concert?
Huh?
So is this a Lauryn Hill concert? I don't even know.
No, I mean, look, so I had I talked about how, what would happen if concerts actually started on the time that they promoted? Like, if the concert said we're starting at 8, they actually, the main person came out at 8. Like, how different would life be? I feel like people's time management would change. Yeah. Respect for time would be a whole different thing. If artists were like, hey man, my airing time is 8. I've been promoting 8. I'm walking on that stage at 8. So be on time or you're gonna miss me. I don't know any artist that does that, but if somebody did that, that'd be a great look, just so it would be known, like, hey man, this so-and-so shows up on time. Like his people come before him at like at 6:30, and then he shows up, or just the first act starts on time. The reason that I get mad is that even the acts before the main course don't show up on time. They if they announce 8, they don't show up till like 8, 9 because they want to, it's just like they want people to file in. But
if they did that, they definitely have to preface, people have the expectation now. It's like the standard that people are going to start late, and it's just a marketing thing, right?
But yes,
everyone's there.
First off, I will have FOMO from the Coliseum is at least 10 minutes from my house. I have FOMO because I thought Kanye was going to come out and do Donda. You know what I'm saying? So, because I thought he was going to come out and do Donda, so I was like, I like Donda, but I don't like it enough to go to a concert for it. Especially, first off, let me just get that out the way. Larry Hoover, bro, you ain't getting out. 6 life sentences. I'm sorry. That's just. Let's just get over that whole.
You talking about Kanye's shirt or?
The whole concept of the concert, Free Larry Hoover, is another very deep and integrated conversation that a lot of people are not trying to have, but he ain't getting out. But other than that, like, I had FOMO the first 20, 30 minutes because Kanye was going through all his hits, and I just haven't seen him in a while. But then it really, really came to me like I was happy I wasn't there because, for one, it was cold. 2, was Drake set was not good to me. I've only like 2 songs off his last album, but it definitely made it occur to me like, okay, Drake, Kanye's my favorite rapper artist, like hands down.
Ever?
Like, yes, like for me personally, that's like the concert kind of gave me like, okay, yeah, because even Donda I still like more than I did CLB. So, and I think that's just preference. People like CLB and you're happy to like it. That's you. It's cool, but I think just what Kanye raps about or the features he has, I think I still connect with a little bit more than what Drake's rapping about still. And then that's probably it. But yeah, I thought the concert was good. I thought it was cool. I thought it was legit. I think it was a very thing. I think I'm a little bit in me. I was like, man, I should have went. because just the energy is probably all I care about. The energy,
Yeah.
but then again, Omicron, Delta, I ain't got my booster yet. That was a lot of people, even though it's outside. I'm still, and then wearing a mask in concert, something I'm still trying to get used to. But anywho,
It's a little much. I mean, it's dope that Kanye played his old hits. You know, those are the ones that I love. I really didn't listen to Donda or like his new album. I did a little bit, but yeah, his new stuff. Ever since what was the Blood on the Leaves album?
Yeezus.
Yeezus, yeah. Ever since that one, I've just kind of been a casual fan of Kanye. But his old stuff, obviously, everyone related to that. I don't really know anyone that didn't like College Dropout and all that stuff. So, and then Drake is kind of the same way, some of his new stuff I'm just not really into. I don't know. I'm like rewinding. I'm like listening to the Ozzy Brothers and all that stuff nowadays. It's just, that's what I stay with,
What's your favorite Ozzy Brothers song?
Footsteps in the Dark, bro.
Yeah. Woo. That's cold. That's a cold song, man.
Oh, of course.
It's just might be the smoothest song I've ever heard. But the thing is, I just got into a really deep dive with Barry White. And Barry White got some cold ones too, boy. He has some the only thing that I like about old school stuff is that they have these moments in between the songs that's like 3 minutes with no words. It's just straight instrumental. We're just gonna play instrumental now on the record for about 2 minutes long, and then we'll come back and start singing for like another 30 before we get out.
Now it's just like easy listening. I got too much shit going on to where I need to like actually pay attention. I just want to like have some easy listening in the back. And I know that we were talking about doing like a little music segment on episodes, like, introducing a song that we like. I think that's a good idea. We should maybe consider that for the next episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's just get through our teams between bringing the homie Ethan to represent the Cavs. So if Ethan, you watch, please hit the stream so I can bring you in. Hit the link, bring in. Anywho, Clippers on a 2-game winning streak. I'm very happy about that. We beat the Portland Trailblazers without Damian Lillard, and then we beat the Celtics with a full squad. So you know what I'm saying? And then we beat the Celtics without Paul George. So I think
Celtics are booty, man.
We're not good. We said it earlier that we don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know, man. They just don't. I don't think they have the weapons. And I'm not. Jason Tatum is amazing, but I don't think Jason Tatum can do it by himself.
Oh no, no. And it's like rumors, the St. Louis connection. They're waiting to try to team up with each other, Bill and Tatum. So that's what I've heard, that they're like talking to each other, and that's why Bill doesn't want to sign his extension, because he wants to see if Tatum's going to sign his extension and all this other stuff. So it's a very, very interesting take there. It does not look good for the Boston Celtics to lose to Lakers and then lose to Clippers the next day with no Paul George, and then the Lakers go and lose to the Grizzlies without, and we're gonna get to that. That's just
and then guess who the Celtics play today?
The Celtics,
the Suns, baby.
Play Suns. Oh
yeah,
man.
So I'm not scared at all. I mean, I actually respect Dennis Schroeder. Like, I think he's actually underrated for the contract he's got, and he gets a lot of shit for that. But Jason Tatum, St. Louis guy, my home city, so gotta love him. But we're gonna stomp him. We're gonna stop him without Booker. We're gonna be Booker-less.
Oh yeah. Other than that, y'all have you ever played the past few days?
No, dude, it's been like forever. I feel like we haven't played in like years, but really we haven't played since Monday. We played I think the Spurs on Monday, and we handed them an L, and Chris Paul stepped up that game, so that was good. But yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of the Celtics whatsoever, so I think we're going to be all right. And then we got this kind of booty-ass team after that, the Clippers, so I'm not scared of them either.
Yeah, I'll be at that game. You're going to take an L. Hopefully. No
Booker.
Booker.
Are you going to actually be at that game?
Yeah. I was thinking about switching tickets, but then, nobody wants to switch with me, so I'm like, I'm just going to stay.
Probably because they know the Clippers are going to lose,
All right.
Unless Boston Jr. is going to somehow step up.
All right.
This is not even about it. Not even being defensive.
Not even bothered by your ridiculousness.
Not even bothered.
No, not at all. Not
I love
at
it.
all.
Hey, kudos.
But
there
I'm
he is,
in,
the legend.
What's up, guys? Awesome to see you.
What's up?
Nice to meet you, Charles.
Nice to meet you too, brother.
So a little background about Ethan. So I met Ethan in the Bay when I was living out there, and we were playing some pickup. We met on a pickup basketball court, ironically, and then it was when the Warriors were playing the Cavs in the finals.
Game 7. Game
7. And, we both just moved to the Bay, and I was like, hey, what are you doing for the game? And then I think we went to a bar and got really drunk at a bar, at a Cavs bar in San Francisco. Yeah. And then, the Cavs ended up winning. It was a good time, but then we became close friends, and now he's always been in my ear about the Cavs. And for a little bit, it's been it seemed that you guys were a poverty franchise after LeBron left, but now I'm excited about the Cavs. The Cavs are good, man. Y'all have a solid young core.
I know.
And, I want you to join on because you're the expert. I am from the outside looking in, love the Cavs, but you're on the inside. So I just wanted to.
I'm probably the only Cavs fan right? There's no way you know any other Cavs fans.
Yeah, I think so. And
I think we're all part of a troop of we're the only fans of that team. There's a lot of I don't really know any Cavs fans. I know LeBron's fans. I don't know any Suns fans but Josh.
I don't know any Suns fans either.
I don't now. You're the only Cavs fan I know for real. I think we're just part of the group of people that there's all right. I got one of those friends in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Someone's got to speak up for their squad,
So Charles called him out.
We're all in the same fantasy league too, right? Charles, you're in the
league?
Yeah. I'm at the bottom, but I gotta start paying attention. I've missed so many times of just not paying attention, not starting people. It's just
Josh and I are top 5, no biggie.
Yeah, no big deal. I'm sitting pretty comfortable at third spot. But Charles called out the Cavs making the playoffs. I also agreed that was definitely something that they could achieve. Yeah, I think a lot of people underrated the Cavs. But I want to kind of give you the floor.
I totally agree. Last 3 years have been rough after LeBron left. Obviously, giving Kevin Love that 4-year extension for $100 million was absolutely crazy. I am wearing the Kevin Love jersey, but man, it hurts. I got my Sexton jersey in the closet, which I love as well. So we can dive into Sexton in a little bit because I'm a Sexton stan. But Cavs sitting pretty, 6th place in the East, 14-12. Not too bad. Last year we were 13th all year, 14th all year, which was rough to watch. I always get the league pass every year, so I stopped watching 2/3 of the way through the season last year. It was just rough. I couldn't stand it. But this year I've been watching every game, which is awesome. The 5 starters this year, it's super interesting. Tallest starting team I've literally ever seen, I think. We got Garland at the point, Okoro at shooting guard, which he's even a tall shooting guard. He's 6'5", and defensive lockdown. He's a great defender. And then our 3 massive guys, we got Lauri Markkanen at the small forward, almost 7 foot, if not 7 foot. Mobley, 7 foot at the power forward, and then we got Jarrett Allen at center, which also 7-footer. So when teams come in the building and they see those guys down low, I mean, they're not driving on us at all.
So I heard some people. So one of my people said that they posed this crazy question. It said Evan Mobley is the best rookie defensive player ever.
Wow,
that's a bold claim. I mean, he's been incredible. He's let me see what he's averaging: 1.8 blocks a game, which is actually 7th in the NBA right now out of anybody. So he's blocking everybody. He times things perfectly. He's not fouling much, which is awesome. Yeah. People aren't drawing him on the pump fakes at all. So it's really fun to watch him on defense. He's drawing people into the lane, and they're not anticipating his length. He is so tall with his arms. He's got to be.
Yeah, and it seems he's 9-10 feet. Quick.
Are you
super agile?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Do you think like is there any like rookie NBA player you're like as a rookie? That's what I'm saying. As a rookie, I'm not saying overall. I'm not saying like the career got better. Like like just rookie year came in, you were like, okay, he might be the best. Like he might be able to win Defensive Player of the Year in year.
That would be crazy if he won Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. I wonder what the running is right now because I looked up obviously Rookie of the Year odds, which he's leading by far. He's plus
leading right now.
70. Yeah, he's plus 175.
Scottie Barnes is probably the closest second.
Really? Yep. Scottie Barnes second and Cade Cunningham third. But Mobley's
I think Cade's gonna get that, but
Cade's coming now. He's just making a little run. The last 10 days, Cade has been good. He's averaging, but he ain't gave the full.
We'll see.
25 games. Evan still got it, and Scottie's still above him. I mean, Franz Wagner is leading points. So
it's Franz Wagner. He's been balling.
So it's really different things. But I was with you. I was like, when I saw the roster, I was like, okay, man, there's no way the Cavs don't make the playoffs in the East with this roster. Just play well. You'll get in there. I got ridiculed. Like people, you won't put money on it. Even Nick Wright called me out. This is the worst take you've ever had. I'm just sitting waiting for them to make the playoffs so I can just, hey guys.
I think they're making it this year for sure. For sure. I mean, I think too, Sexton being out, people kind of counted us out and talked down on us after that happened, but our backcourt was so crowded already with Sexton just for years. Like him and Garland have just been, they don't work great together. They kind of battle for playing time, for points, everything. But I don't know how that's going to work moving forward. I like Sexton admittedly more than Garland. I love his. I just love his tenacity. He attacks the rim like Westbrook. I brought this on to show you guys. I got the Sexton rookie card, PSA 10, waiting for him to get the notoriety he deserves. So
nice. Yeah,
I'm holding on to that one.
He's a big sports card collector for sure.
Yeah,
so, I will say though, I do love Colin Sexton. But I'm very impressed with the progress Darius Garland has made, And I knew he had the talent, but he was just like really undersized and small when he entered the league. And it looks like he's gotten a little bigger.
Yeah.
And I think he's not getting thrown around all the time now. And he's able to like drive. And he's always been quick, but his shooting has been there, So I'm really excited. And there's been talks about you guys like dealing Colin Sexton because I don't know if it's Okoro
that was my
your
question
future.
for you. Do you keep him? Are y'all keeping him or
I mean, I think he's honestly, we couldn't come to a contract negotiation. He wanted $100 million for 4 years or more, and we declined his offer at the beginning of the year. So next year he's going to be a restricted free agent. I kind of going outside of a Cavs fan. I think for his best in the future, I would go somewhere else if I was him. Honestly. And I do have a bold take, and it has to do with Sixth Man of the Year future for Colin Sexton. I think he's in the next 2 to 4 years. I think he'll be either in the running or win Sixth Man of the Year because I think they're gonna some team's gonna get him. He'll be I don't think he'll start at point guard because he's not a true point guard. I think he'll come off the bench like a Jordan Clarkson, like spark plug kind of guy.
Yeah, just dominate the second unit.
I gotta go get. I don't think Colin.
I like that.
I don't. Boo. I don't. I don't think Colin Young Bull even thinks of himself as a backup point guard.
Oh no, he doesn't.
He's restricted. So I think he may come back. Just because off of just no one's gonna match. I think somebody might throw some out there, but it might not be too high for the Cavs. Like, we'll match it. But if they don't match and it goes somewhere, he's gonna be going somewhere that's trying to start him.
Yeah. I think if it's like the Pistons or like a low team in the league, I think he'll start absolutely. But if he goes to one of the bigger teams, Bucks, Lakers, whatever big team you want to mention, I think he'll six man and be incredible at it. He would.
I think he would dominate the second unit, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't going. He ain't. Those second unit teams are teams that are already got a great first unit. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of guys teams with great first units that like, okay, we need a Colin Sexton to come off the bench for us to win a chip. Like, I mean, you're not gonna see the Warriors or any of those like, like what? As I know teams that are gonna reach out in restricted time. The Clippers are probably gonna reach out. The Sixers are definitely gonna reach out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he's better than Tyron Maxey. I know that. I think he. I think he's better than. I like Reggie, but I'd rather have Colin. I mean, but it's.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Colin Sexton is that he's not really a traditional point guard. So like putting him at the one is a little weird because he's like a Kemba Walker-esque type of player, like in the sense of like he's a score first point guard and he's not really a great passer. But he gets buckets and he plays great defense. Kemba Walker does not play great defense.
No.
Yeah, I don't have his assist averages, but he's only averaging like 2 or 3, I think, a game. Yeah, he's very low in assists.
Yeah, so I mean, eventually maybe he fills that 6-man role, but I just couldn't see someone paying him $20 million plus and having him come off the bench.
Yeah,
because that's ultimately what he's going to get is $20 million plus.
I feel like he's going down the Victor Oladipo road. Like, you know what I'm saying? Spending so many years starting on a bad, like not a good team, or the Pacers, OKC for a little bit, but mostly the Pacers, and then getting traded somewhere and starting a little bit more, then getting injured again, and then falling because of injury. He fell into the 6-man spot. I mean, but if Victor Oladipo was healthy his entire career, I think he starts everywhere he goes. But
true.
He just gets slowed down. Just his speed wise, kind of the same way. Super duper fast point guard or guard. And the more injuries he gets at a knee or an ankle, it slows him down. That takes away his game. He just becomes regular.
Yeah,
I do think that Okoro needs to get some more minutes. Need to continue to up his minutes, because he's going to continue to progress and get better. I really think he has a lot of potential. But here's my question for you. Here's my question for you, Ethan.
Yeah.
So say you guys do make a trade. You guys try to get something out of Colin Sexton right now before free agency comes up. What position do you think you need the most help in right now?
Oh my God, shooting guard, small forward by far and away. We need a cold hard, scorer. Like when DeRozan was, not saying he's the answer, but like when DeRozan was on the market last year, anyone that comes up that's a small forward that is a top 30 in the league, 20 in the league. We just need somebody who's tall, like 6'6" to 6'8", that can fill that small forward role, and shoot and score. And we just haven't had that person the last 4 years. We've had like Jetty Osman try to fill that role. We've had Okoro try to fill that role. Like we just had so many.
You naming some nobodies.
And it's weird because right now it seems that you got Lauri Markkanen at that 3 spot, which is very strange. It seems like he is too slow and too big for that spot.
That's kind of just our strategy this year, though. Like I said, we're going for the tall guys, the big ball, like super. I was looking through the team stats this year. Second in the NBA in opponent points per game, the Cavs. So only behind the Warriors. So it's like 100 points a game. Teams are averaging against us. So that's second in the league.
Defense alone gonna get y'all in there. But so you gotta know who I'm about to say now. He's on the market. They're on the thing. He just said he fits exactly your mold. 6'6". He plays in Indiana right now. His name is Karis LeVert. Small forward. That's who y'all want. I feel he fits perfectly with y'all.
I would love that.
So
that would be incredible.
That's the thing. That's why I don't think if they're not talking to Sexton now about like, hey man, how do you feel about coming back? Even though you're injured, like, is he a part of that trade? I mean, because Pacers need a point.
Absolutely.
They need somebody that's gonna like get the crowd going. They were trying to trade. TJ McCollum is not that guy. Like,
well, they got Brogdon, don't they?
Yeah, but you need Brogdon. Somebody. I mean, he can't do it by himself. Brogdon's not I'm a run the team guy. He's a second dude. He's
a good scorer. He's
a 2 or 3. He's a 2 or 3 guy. I mean, I think. Right. And plays like Indiana, Colin will fit well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially since they're looking to kind of get rid of their stars and rebuild. Like you get someone that can score points, and it's going to be kind of a free canvas for Colin Sexton. And I think that's what he loves. He wants the ability to score. He wants the ball. So you go to the Pacers, and they're getting rid of some of their stars, they're rebuilding. Like, this opportunity for you to just take over and show people what you got. So then I'm guessing that you would move Okoro to that 3 spot, right? And then Karis LeVert would go to that 2 spot.
Yeah,
that's a solid team.
I agree. Okoro is a absolute starter, and he fills that role of like he doesn't need to shoot. He's literally just there to play defense. He locks down the best player every night on the other team. He was guarding Steph Curry the other night. I went to the Nets game when I was home for Thanksgiving. He was guarding Harden the whole game. Like, that's his job every night. So if he doesn't play offense, totally fine with us. Like, we don't need to clog the offensive rhythm for sure. So he's a must start on D for us, but we really need someone to fill that Lauri Markkanen small forward slot for sure.
No, yeah. I think
I would love for Lauri Markkanen to try to guard. I mean, most of threes on other teams. Like, it's not.
I
couldn't imagine Lauri trying to guard
be part of that trade.
He could be.
He'd be Sexton, Markkanen, and somebody else for
Kevin Love.
No,
you ain't getting rid of that. Ain't nobody touching that.
So wait, are you not too thrilled about Markkanen right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he good? He's been doing well for you?
He's been a really good 3 shooter. He's been spot up. Like, we dished to him on the 3. He's making everything. So he's been really good. I'm glad we got him. I think we bought low. The Bulls kind of more or less, gave up on his project after a few years. So I'm very happy we got him for a low price. So I'd be happy if we kept him, just keeping these tall guys, Mobley, Allen, and Markkanen. That would be, I think, huge for our next few years. We haven't even touched on Jared Allen yet.
Oh, yeah, we haven't. He all-star, bro.
Man, he's incredible. 8th in the NBA in rebounds, averaging 17 points a game, 11 rebounds a game.
Really? 17?
Let's go.
All-star.
Wow.
Yeah, all-star. He's been
definitely all-star this year. I think center position. I think he's the second best center in the East.
Wow. I would agree.
Joel
Embiid. Yeah. It's Joe Embiid way up there, and then
Really? So you think he's better than Vucevic?
Vucevic ain't been playing. He's been injured.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing much.
He hasn't been playing.
You think he's better than Bam?
I mean, in the role he's in, he's literally the Cavs star.
How much is Bam averaging? I mean, Bam might get the nod because his team is better.
Yeah,
like in the standings.
Yeah,
but Bam is what? 18 and 10. Okay, Bam. All right, Bam.
That's a 17 and 11. Jared Allen.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jared Allen is definitely like top 3 for sure in the East.
Yeah,
So I mean, but Vucevic
one way down and then 2. I'm just making sure. I'm not making sure everybody knows. No one is close to Joel Embiid. He is the best center in the league.
He's a baller for sure. But, so here's the thing: do you think the Cavs, with their current roster, are like? So what playoff round do you think they're going to? Do you think they're going to be in contention? Do you think that they're going to exit first round? Let me hear it from a Suns or a Cavs fanatic.
I mean, I think we could easily win our playoff game if we happen to get in, the playoff at the end. I think we could win the first round, and then I'm going to say it depends on the matchups. Like I said, the defense we have just clogging the lane. Like, if we play the right team, I think we can surprise people and stuff.
Who's the right team? Who's the right team? Who do you want to see in the first round? Like, the Clippers always call out, we want to see the Mavs, and we always beat them because I like seeing the Mavs in the playoffs.
Yeah,
man, I don't
care about Luka, but like,
I'd say you guys could definitely beat the Knicks.
Hey, man.
Oh yeah.
Let him answer the question.
I mean, hey,
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to help this guy out.
I care about. We got a Mikal Bridges segment coming up later. Calm down. I know you want to talk about your boy all the time. I got it in here.
I mean, it's in the back of my mind. I definitely can.
Josh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, we definitely don't match up with like a good 3-point shooting team because we're forcing people inside. We want them to drive. We want to, clog the lane and block them. So any team who's shooting threes, probably not who we want to play, I would say. I'm trying to think of some team who drives, who's in top 3, of the East that we'd want to play.
So you think you'd be entering the bottom of the playoffs?
I say you want to play. I say you want to play the Nets. I honestly believe. I think the Nets. What?
They don't have. They're big.
They're first in the East. What are you talking about?
I know, but the Bulls and I think just the Bucks. I don't think the Cavs.
I think that you guys are going to be.
Think they can beat the. I think they can beat.
Yeah.
I think
we just whooped the Bulls 2 nights ago. It was easy.
Yeah, I saw that. I really think that you guys are going to be higher than you think. In the standings. Like I really could see you guys going like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we're sitting at 6th right now, and you're right. Yeah. I could see us.
The Wizards are above you right now, and do I think the Wizards are going to continue to be this good? No.
I think if you do see the Wizards, you can beat the Wizards too.
Yeah, I think you guys can beat the Wizards. I think you guys can potentially beat the Knicks, definitely the Celtics, definitely the Hawks.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of teams up there. I like the confidence. Yeah. Biggest confidence I've ever heard from you for the Cavs in a while.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, I'm bottom. I think you guys are. I don't know. I feel a little bit of a Suns-esque vibe of like people not giving this team the credit that they deserve. Charles, don't you do that? The fact that like you guys are young,
they just won 19 in a row, and he's not.
No, I'm saying like this is the vibe that I get from like the Suns in this past like few years of like we're young
rebuilding
and underrated. And I think that your team, the Cavs, are young and underrated. Yeah, dude, everyone had the Suns like not even making the playoffs like 2 years ago.
This is true.
So it's just like, dude, like we were
because you didn't make the playoffs.
Underrated. We were constantly underrated. No, I'm just saying like no one really gave us a shot. Like last year, everyone thought that we were going to exit the first round. Yeah. So I'm just saying that Cavs right now, no one is really hyping them up. No one thinks that they're going to do anything, but I know that they have a bunch of dogs on their team, and they have a bunch of young players that are big, that are like looking to prove themselves. And I think you can catch one of these teams in the first round lacking.
Yeah, I agree. And the second round.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I'm not saying it's a very big if that y'all can beat the Nets, but I think if you do see the Nets, I think that's a team that you could beat. So that's why I think it's everybody. I mean, it's a little outlandish, but I already said, but I just see a lot of weaknesses with the Nets other than KD.
You know who's going to be guarding KD? Lauri Markkanen. We'll see how that goes.
He's going to cook Lauri Markkanen.
Stop.
We'll see how that goes.
I bet you it'd be Okoro. I bet you it'd be him.
Nah, he's got to guard Harden.
He got Harden. That's right.
Yeah, so Lauri Markkanen's really going to try to match up with KD.
He would have to. Him or Mobley, and I think Mobley's too slow. Mobley, he's not
40.
Mobley, Mobley looks slow, but he's very.
No, he's quick. He's got quick feet, and
he's very intentional. His movements are very intentional. Like he's doing everything that he should be doing. So I'm super excited for this year. It's definitely going to be fun.
Yeah, especially, dude, Mobley puts on like 15, 20 more pounds, dude. He's gonna be dominant down there.
Yeah, he's gonna be a beast.
Fun to watch.
Pounds of muscle. And she put muscle at them.
Whatever.
You don't want nobody just putting on 15 to 10 pounds. Ask the Pelicans.
Bro. He's skinny as a bro.
He putting on pounds, and the picture come out that he ain't really fat, and the picture comes he was dogging him. It's a weird slippery slope with weight and all this stuff. And Doncic coming out 30 pounds overweight, relaxed way too much. He weighing like 269, came in the league 230. So it's you don't want to put on too much weight. Like KD weight. That's what you want to put on for Devin Booker. Like KD got heavier, but do we know? I don't. I could tell a little bit, maybe. He's still mad skinny.
Yeah.
So
but I don't know. It's different. It's a different position. Like with KD, he's a small forward, power forward. So he's going to stay on the outside a little bit more. But like with the center, if you're, Evan Mobley and you're playing center, power forward, down low most of the time, you definitely need some weight, whether that's muscle or fat or whatever, dude. Just like you can't be pushed around like a feather around there, which he's done a good job of not. But he's still
but I'm saying Joel Embiid is the biggest, like legit, like strongest center. Yeah, we're not gonna put him, and everybody else is like a Mobley type of player. Like they're all structured like Mobley. Bam, Jared Allen, Gobert.
Jared Allen's pretty thick.
Gobert's not really skinny either. Gobert's not. I mean, they're all like kind of like bigger, but Evan Mobley's kind of. He's like a twig.
I think that's the type where he's gonna be going. I don't know if he's gonna be like he doesn't want to go to the way of like trying to get Bokey to guard. I mean, if he's gonna be in the East, he has to get Bokey. Joel Embiid is over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's lucky to have Jared Allen to take the big guys because he plays. He's playing against all the small forwards that are usually smaller than him.
Right. Ask Anthony Davis about having no real center. He said, "I want to come out and play center now." Don't lie to us, man. You know you don't want to play center.
No, don't. Never has wanted to play center.
Never, ever. You're not a center. You don't like playing it.
He gets injured every time he tries.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. But man, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah, thanks so much. Awesome to talk to you guys.
You got anything
thanks
to
for
promote?
the deep dive, bro.
You got anything to promote?
Not really, man. Just the Cavs.
Oh, okay,
I love it. Love it, dude.
Let's go.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Appreciate you.
See you guys.
Peace.
So,
all right. Yeah, that was fun. We should do that more often.
Yeah, we're gonna get more people in. So let's go. Let's get to we'll just go get right into it. No.
Are we talking about Mikel yet?
No. Yeah, no. We're gonna wait on that. No, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So Shaq, Lakers.
Pow.
Lakers are sinking ship, people. Is it true? I don't know. Maybe. They just lost to the Grizzlies, and they didn't have no Ja, no Dylan Brooks, no Brandon, no Zaire Williams. I don't know what it is. The confidence is gone from Laker fans. Now, Laker fans are like, I'm not watching the game until after Christmas, or I'm not like, even when they were beating the Celtics, I was just a little worried that at one point when they saw Westbrook Crip walk in and enjoying themselves, that the Boston Celtics would just come right back. I don't know. As someone that, as much as we keep repeating that we don't try to bet against LeBron, bro, this team though is LeBron had a triple double, and
LeBron's gonna ball out, but it's the rest of the team, and I think it's something that I've discovered through watching the Lakers this past like 5 or 10 games is that no one's scared of their defense. Like you got players that there is no intimidation whatsoever from the Lakers defense. No. And you got players that typically are more reserved, playing them, but they're not scared of LeBron. They'll drive on LeBron. I saw Desmond Bane yesterday drive on LeBron like it was nothing. And I'm seeing people like Tyus Jones getting buckets on the Lakers, like Melo is always struggled on defense. Anthony Davis has been terrible from 3. I mean, he's averaging 19% right now.
Bro, he's been awful. He's just
right.
He's just
They've got so many issues going on. Like,
Barkley talked about it. This is not Frank Vogel's fault. It's AD. Like he should be playing. He should be a top 5 player. We should be talking about AD in the KD conversation, the Joel Embiid conversations. Like there should be no thought. We should be like, oh, who's the 5 best players in the league? It should be Steph, KD, AD, LeBron, and then Joel Embiid. And those are the 5 positions I feel like. But AD ain't playing top power forward ball.
Right. And that's why I think it was trifling to have AD on the NBA 75 before Dwight Howard. I mean, that was very incorrect. Like you could not have him on that board, especially over someone like Dwight Howard that has all those accolades, And so I never understood that. So I think most of the issue lies with one. So LeBron is still there offensively, but I think he's lost a step defensively. And then 2, Westbrook, when is like averaging is career averaging 4 turnovers per game. The dude just continues to turn over the ball, and these are dumb turnovers too. There's not even just like, oh, the other team's playing good defense. It's like he just jumps in the air while he's driving and then doesn't have a place to pass the ball, so he just throws it to the other team. And then AD just being AD right now, he's just shooting terrible from 3. He's also just struggling altogether. And I mean, I think their main problem right now is their defense. No problem.
And I agree. But the thing about this team, that the reason why I haven't written off the Lakers, and people are like, "Oh, the Lakers are sinking ship." I'm like, they are sinking, but I think it's just like there's a hole in the boat. You know what I'm saying? There's no, I don't think it's to the point where I'm like, bro, like they are not making the playoffs. I don't think
they'll still make the playoffs.
Like it's like the 2016 Cavs. Like they were really the favorite. People will question them all season because they just didn't take the regular season seriously. And I feel like LeBron is gotta be in that locker room telling them, like, look, these games are practice games, guys. Like, we gotta find our groove, and we ain't got it yet. Let's just keep playing. We're gonna win some, we're gonna lose some, but let's just keep playing. All we gotta do is make the playoffs and find our groove, and we will be a threat. And I agree with him. I agree. If they make I think he might be saying don't make the play-in though. They can't do that. They need to be in that 5th, 6th spot. I am worried for them if they are in that 7th spot and they got to play somebody one game, one or done.
Yeah, here's my bold prediction for this year. So, the Lakers are losing in the first round of the playoffs. Write it down. That's my bold prediction.
2 years in a row. LeBron goes out in the first round of years.
Yes.
In a row? Wow.
In a row.
Ooh, that ain't never happened in his career.
Yeah, well, it's about to. Because think about it. So they're barely going to sneak in the playoffs. I think we all agree with that, right?
Yep.
So they're going to be in the bottom portion. So I think the Jazz can beat them. The Warriors can definitely beat them. The Suns can definitely beat them. I mean, who else? The Clippers, the Grizzlies.
Wait.
I just think definitely the top three. If they play the Warriors, the Suns, or the Jazz in the first round, they're losing.
I agree with you, Warriors and Suns. I do not agree with you with the Jazz.
Bro, you're crazy. So here's the thing: everyone hates on the Jazz, including myself. I'm not a big Jazz fan. The franchise in general never have been, but I think they are very under the radar this year, and I think they are contenders. Like they are balling right now.
Under the radar, how?
Team. What?
What did they do? What about their team is different from last year?
Well, first of all, they picked up Hassan Whiteside, another huge big man to back up Rudy Gobert. I'm not saying that it's
but that's the first person
moving
to come
the
out
needle
your
a tremendous amount. But I'm saying that's something, they're a good team. Like they've always been a good team. They got a solid structure. They got Mike Conley, point guard. He's arguably going to be a Hall of Famer, maybe. Second, third vote, whatever.
Right.
You got Mitchell, who's all-star, amazing. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year, overrated, but I think he's a solid center, definitely a solid center. Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. You got Bogdanovich, Ingles. You got Hassan Whiteside backing up Rudy Gobert. I mean, they have the structure there. They have the team there. So I don't like how people keep on writing them off. And I think with the Lakers right now, they're 13-13. They're struggling. And to say that the Lakers would hands down beat the Jazz in a playoff series, I think is incorrect. I don't think that they would. I think it's dumb to just underestimate the Jazz and how good they are. But I will say, fuck you, Jazz. I don't like you. But I will say I respect you.
Is there somebody is there a Jazz fan? Is there a Jazz fan? Hold on. I gotta get my thoughts together because this was just
there's a Jazz fan holding a gun to my head over here.
That was the most commercialized explanation of why you think the Jazz are an actual good team.
What do you mean commercialized? The Jazz never get any credit from the media.
My question to you was, what did they do different this year that they didn't do last year? You name everybody that's on the team that was on the team last year, but Hassan Whiteside. Who cares about Hassan Whiteside?
I mean, I think it's not a big man.
I'm not a Laker fan, but I know the Jazz are very beatable. I understand. Yes, we beat the Jazz because
win
of
the
shooting.
Championship.
I think yes, I understand. It's hard. I don't think hands down the Lakers beat them. But because of LeBron, I think they beat them. I think that like the Jazz, we beat the Jazz without Kawhi in the last few games. We were down, and the reason why we beat them because our 3-point shooting was on point those last few games. Like and that's what saved us. I don't see. There's no one on the Jazz that can guard. If AD play and show up, no one in the Jazz is stopping AD. If LeBron show up, no one's stopping LeBron. If Westbrook show up,
if that's all I hear from you right now. It's I talk about reality right now.
The reality.
The Jazz have more depth than the Lakers, and I think that the Jazz are a bigger threat. I think they have more cohesion. I think they've been playing together for longer. I think they have the offense, they have the defense, and I think if one player on the Lakers doesn't play well throughout the series, they're screwed. All three are going to have to show up. One player doesn't show up on the Jazz. One player doesn't show up on the Jazz, they'll be all right.
No,
they still have other players.
No. What one player? Devin, who they only got? There's only one main. The main guy is Mitchell. After that, it's a mixed bag of guys every game.
Score, bro. I think you're underestimating their team.
I'm not underestimating. They're third.
Jordan Clarkson can score. Bogdanovich can score. Mike Conley can turn up every once in a while.
They're a great regular season. They're a great regular season team. They are not a good playoff team.
All right, we'll see.
We'll
see. I would love for the Jazz to match up with the Lakers in the first round, and then I will put money on that.
Oh, and I will take your money. I will take your money. I will take it. So, man, give it to me, please. That's mine. My money. I was gonna put that in my hand. There is no.
Dude, I just don't think that they're there, man. Honestly, that's. I don't know why. I don't know why you aren't like
24
rational with your thinking of the Jazz depth. I think the Jazz are like good. I think they have always struggled in the playoffs, but
where it matters,
I just don't write them off like you do. I don't. I think the Lakers are struggling hardcore right now.
Regular season.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the Lakers last year. They lost in the first round.
Oh, don't do that.
They did.
Don't act like AD didn't get hurt. Okay,
bro. If AD would have got what?
Well, you were losing a series when he was healthy.
So, we still would have won that series.
What? I don't know. I don't know.
I do.
Oh, as you should.
Yeah.
As you should. You're a Suns fan. You should.
Yeah.
You should. But I honestly do not think the Jazz are not a playoff team. They're not. They're not built for the playoffs. They're not. They have nobody. They have
the same energy, bro.
Mitchell
I can't believe I'm defending the Jazz right now. Look what
you
got me doing,
this is
bro.
Crazy.
Look what you got me doing, man. I don't like this. I don't like how I feel at this current moment. I feel yucky. But I do think the Jazz are better than the Lakers.
Regular season, yes. Anyhow,
regular season and playoffs. And
all right, we'll see. We'll see.
And the year after. But God damn it, I hate myself right now for liking the Jazz.
Hey, make sure, check something funny. Winning Time doc about the Los Angeles Lakers, how Jerry Buss is started Showtime and drafted Evan Magic Johnson. Looks like a fantastic show on HBO. Can't wait for it to come out in March. Looks fire. John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss is great. Quincy Isaiah is going to do his thing as Irvin Magic Johnson. So, but yeah, to keep it on the Lakers tip, Shaq has some choice words about the Lakers. He just said the Lakers, he wouldn't pay to watch the Lakers, and he was very happy to see he's almost happy, ecstatic that the Staples Center sign is coming down because he said that is owned by me and Kobe. Like, that's us. That's us all. We can take it down. Brand new guys can start something new with something else. Crypto.com arena. And
I will say people have short-term memory. I mean, the Lakers won the championship 2-3 years ago. So it's like I understand that what Shaq's doing. Shaq has always been, he always speaks his mind. He always keeps it 100. And the legacy. When everybody thinks of Staples Center, they definitely think of like Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, because the Lakers.
He has every right to say that.
The one LeBron championship he brought to LA didn't play one game in LA.
Yeah,
it was bubble season. They play all the games in the bubble, so it's a very weird thing. Like
That's true.
They won the chip, but they never played a game in the Staples Center for real for the playoffs. So it's like it's a very difficult thing. Like, and that's a whole different road of like, was that the hardest championship and everything like that. But yeah, he celebrates Steph. Steph is 10 threes away. He was really gunning for it against the Magic.
Still 10 threes?
Yeah, they didn't play yesterday. So yeah, he's 10 threes away. He was 6 for 17 against them. So he against the Magic and he 10 threes away.
Just don't do it in the Pacers, bro. Just don't do it don't do it in Indiana.
Yeah. What they got next? Who they got next? What,
they
Indiana?
got the Sixers, where they play in Philadelphia, and they play in Indy, and then the next is at the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. And you gotta do it at Madison Square Gardens, bro.
If he don't do it at Madison Square Garden, he do it against his brother.
You think he's gonna get 10 threes?
Bro, he was trying to get to 16 against the Magic. He shot 17 threes.
Yeah.
And some of them were like out of rhythm. I'm just pulling because I just want to pull. Like, I think he does. He has 6. I think he comes out firing against his brother. I think he says, I'm going to get this 10. My family's here. My brother's here.
Yeah,
well, that's another thing. His brother's there.
But do you think his brother's going to like let him do that?
His brother, I mean, that'd be dope. That'd be so dope if Seth is guarding his brother on the 10th, on the 11th three
and blocks him or something. That'd be tight.
I think that's just family. Like, hey man, I made my record 3 to be the best 3-point shooter. I mean, have the most threes ever, and I made it on my brother.
Yeah,
who I grew up making shots on. I would love to make my 3 that breaks the record on my brother. Like,
if I'm Seth though, if that's my brother, I don't know. I'm not letting him score on me like that. You're not breaking the all-time record on me. I take offense to that.
I mean, it just feels like Michael Strahan thing where he got his like his sack to beat Reggie White on Brett Favre, and it was like, did Brett give him that, or did he actually get it, or it's a very weird situation there too. But now they celebrate it. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I think. But if I know he's at 10 and my brother's about to shoot it, I'm not guarding him. Like, don't ask me to guard him. There's 2 things. You're going to guard him or you're not going to.
I'm locking him up. I'm locking him up.
I'm not guarding. I'm not guarding him. If me and you are playing, you about to hit a record, and I'm like, and I know you're about to hit the record, I'm not guarding him. It ain't going to be on me. It ain't going to be on me. Make this a good. I might let you steal it from me. Like, I might make a move and you steal it from me, and then you're like, oh, okay, you got a wide open 3 now. Go take it by yourself to break it. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to remember to steal.
Yeah.
Everybody's just going to remember the shot. So I'll be like, oh,
I don't know. Either way, I think it should be in Madison Square Garden. Put that shit in MSG. Like,
I don't think he makes it that far.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, unless
5 threes a game. Night. What are you going to do? 5, and then make the 1 in Madison Square Garden? They just going to tip the ball.
Just don't shoot any threes in the Pacers game. Dude, don't do it. Oh, that'd be so lame.
That's what I'm saying.
Pacers Stadium.
It's the Sixers, or he sit. I think he should sit out against the Pacers. Just sit out. Just don't even play against the Pacers. Yeah. Just be like, I don't like how you guys are calling out your players and just selling the farm. So I'm gonna just take a break and then be ready for the Knicks.
Yeah,
shoot. I would. I mean, I wouldn't.
It'd be better for the NBA.
But Curry's so nice of a guy. He's not going to sit out these away games when he's healthy. That's just not him. He's just not going to do it.
We'll see.
Too many fans showing up trying to watch him play and watch this. All these places are probably selling out because Steph might break the record there. So if he don't show up, people are going to be mad. So next, the most underrated, appreciated player conversation. Now, Josh brought this up to me to have this conversation. So for me, when he told me about this topic, I said, oh, it must be just a Mikal Bridges segment for Josh. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to talk about underappreciated Hey, Charles, let's talk about what is your most underappreciated players. Oh, look at another way for Josh to talk about Mikal Bridges. Look at this. Just another way that every episode he finds a different way to talk about Mikal Bridges. Hey, let's play. What about the top 5 players under 24? How old is Mikal Bridges? 23. I'm like,
oh man, I don't like the transparency.
You're not even trying.
Right. I feel very vulnerable. No, but actually, to be honest, it wasn't about Mikal, even though he's a close second.
Who's it about?
But I do like how you did that. Honestly, I'm going to go with Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this one.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get this one close. So, this man has been averaging over 22 points a year, except for his rookie year, his whole career. And the man has never legitimately earned a spot on an all-star roster. It's always been someone got hurt or something happened. And even now, he's our leading scorer, and he's obviously the heart and soul of our team as the Suns. You know, I mean, I love Chris Paul. I do love Chris Paul. Chris Paul is our leader. He's our veteran. He stays poised and composed whenever we need him the most in the fourth quarter. But as far as who is our star, it's Devin Booker. And even now, there is no mention of Devin Booker in the MVP race. You know, even though we're second in the NBA right now, a half game behind the Warriors. And it's just odd to me. So say that because Steph Curry is unanimously the MVP leader right now, right? Mm-hmm. And it goes with high praise with them being first in the NBA with their record. The Suns are half a game behind. And who is everyone mentioning as the MVP option on the Suns? Is Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? And I'm not trying to dog Chris Paul. I think that, let's add him to the conversation as well. But everyone always skips over Devin Booker. Everyone is always quick to forget Devin Booker. And it just pisses me off because this man never gets the credit. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, we love Devin Booker. And everyone, will give him a shout out here and there. But when it comes time to actually give him legitimate credit, everyone's gone. And I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. What does Devin Booker have to do in order to earn the respect of the NBA media and, the players? I mean, I would say that Devin Booker gets the praise from the players. He always has.
Yeah, he's widely respected by the players.
Yeah. Even Kobe, gave him some love.
Oh, yeah,
well,
for sure.
And if you're dubbed by Kobe, that's something important, special.
I think it's one thing. He was playing, obviously, in Phoenix. So that's one. 2 is that they make the championship when Chris Paul gets there, and that's what has the lasting effect, and a lot more Chris Paul fans than Devin Booker. So that's that, and media generally just loves Chris Paul a lot more.
For sure.
Devin Booker's not a talking type of guy. He doesn't do a lot of talking.
Dude, Devin Booker carried us throughout the playoffs.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, stats-wise, yeah, for sure. Devin Booker is a baller. He is the guy. Without Devin, I don't think y'all really go past second round, low key.
Right.
So, but he's there, and that's the reason why y'all where y'all at now. That might be it. You might have won that one. I don't want to have anybody.
Dude, honestly, I think Devin
Booker
has
trying to think of somebody. I don't think anybody I name is not on the level of Devin Booker. Disrespect because you had made a dude. I mean, Paul George is on top 2.
Paul George is my top 3.
I think Paul George for me has always been underappreciated. Just people after he broke his leg, people just when he broke his leg, everybody just deleted all his Indiana days. Did we forget Paul George was the leader of that team, led his team? I mean, yes, I'm sorry, he had to deal with. He has the unfortunate time in the Eastern Conference, being a dog out there, killing it, bringing the Pacers to what the Pacers ain't been that good since he's been gone. What have the Pacers been? Is the Reggie Miller era? It's some random era, and then there's Paul George era, and then there's nothing after that. That's what I'm like. As much people make fun of him by saying, "Oh, I could have been." That was my MVP season when he didn't win MVP. Like, you can still say that about yourself. I felt like I had an MVP season last year. People were dogging him, and then he did great in the playoffs when Kawhi got hurt. Led his team against the Jazz, won a few games against the Suns. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things that I completely agree. I think people just forget how good a player is off of just comments that have nothing to do with the game of basketball, like nothing to do with the actual gameplay. Yes, the bubble was bad. Yes, Kawhi and Paul George played bad in the bubble. Not just Paul George, who people kept killing for hitting the side of the backboard. Kawhi didn't show up either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kawhi they both let a team come back from down by 20. They both had a hand in that. Yeah. Doc had a hand in that. The whole team did, but I blame that on Kawhi and PG together, not just PG. Right. You know what I'm saying? PG has some bad games shooting wise, but playing in the bubble is tough. But that's just an be all. But it's just that I'm right there. But I think Devin is still above Paul. I mean, for me, I think so. I think for me, both those guys and most underrated guys playing in small areas.
Yeah.
I mean, Paul George had to deal with LeBron every year. So that's another thing. Like, if LeBron wasn't there 2 of those years he was in Indiana, I think Indiana makes the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. LeBron, and they were good back with was it Roy Hibbert and all them? Dude, that was a fun Pacers team.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who you other than LeBron, who leads Roy Hibbert to the finals? Like, what? Roy Hibbert ain't even lead no more. Like, what? Like, Roy Hibbert was his starting center.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, and then what happened after he disappeared? Like, right as Paul George left.
George Hill been on 8 different teams since he been starting on that team. He just been floating around on different teams, a different team. Like, that's like, I want to look up, but we get I a meeting and then I gotta go to work. That's what I do.
I'm looking at the MVP award tracker right now.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna
end on this is the top 10. They have surprisingly DeAndre Ayton is in there at 9, and this is basketballreference.com.
Okay.
And it's pretty reputable site, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's great. They're great.
So they got Steph Curry, Jokic, and Giannis, top 3. Then they got Kevin Durant, Chris Paul. But then they got DeAndre Ayton at 9. But where the hell is Devin Booker?
But wait.
Personally,
Jokic is at. Oh, they just got Jokic up by default. They're not even in the playoffs.
Stop it though. Jokic just averaged. I mean, is he?
Yeah, he had triple double. I get it.
39 points.
Yeah. I understand. I think he's fantastic, but there's no way he gets it this year.
No. He won't get it.
No way. Yeah. He barely got it last year. If Joel Embiid didn't get hurt,
I don't even think they're making the playoffs this year.
If Joel Embiid didn't get hurt, I don't think he gets it last year either. I think Joel Embiid just was out just too many games, and Jokic went crazy during those games. And I think that was the difference between the MVP last year.
Right.
Because that is it. Man, how does everything change if Joel Embiid wins that MVP?
Bro, they got James Harden in this race. They got Jimmy Butler in this race, and no mention of Devin Booker. It's just the continued disrespect of this man. Is it because he's a good guy? Is it because he's just like a great dude?
He doesn't talk.
So what?
And he plays in Phoenix.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Bro, when your whole career is in Phoenix, people just don't pay attention. Simple as that.
Stop it. What are you talking about? Charles Barkley, Steve Nash, Stoudemire, all that stuff. Dude, there was a time we might have had like a
one person. The only person you named that actually was there from the beginning is Amari Stoudemire. Everybody else you name were traded there or came there.
What is there from the beginning? What does that matter?
Drafted, played some bad years there.
Well, like, what does that matter?
Then grew into, played some bad years. So people just assume when you play bad years when you play years on a team, average a lot of points, people just try to delete those years because the team is bad. What else is he gonna do? And why would he not be scoring 22 points against that when the Suns are terrible? You know what I'm saying?
Counter to that argument, Jokic. Jokic has been on the Nuggets his whole career. But they're not like a team that has always been given a lot of media coverage. So that's a prime example.
What? But Jokic is a big man.
Now we're talking positions?
No, it is. He's a big man in the league where there's no big man.
Giannis, also Bucks, his whole career.
Yes, and what did we talk about Giannis until like 45 years ago?
He's MVP.
He is MVP, but again, he's a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker isn't a unicorn. He's not good. But the last few years in the West has been clogged with great guards. What do you like? Come on, James Harden was just here. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul was here. He's still in the West.
I'm not saying that Devin Booker should get MVP. I'm saying that he should just be mentioned. And the fact that he's not mentioned is disrespectful.
Okay. All right. I got you on that. Well, that's Chasing Chips podcast. Really gotta get to work. I gotta get to the meeting in like 8 minutes.
Yeah. No, that was fun though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it on. We're gonna keep going. We will be back sometime next week. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Your boy's going out traveling, and I'll be traveling myself, so we won't be able to do anything on the Monday. And I'll be I'll be there at that game. So I'll try to live tweet or live.
Yeah. Can you do like a live video of yourself? And I want to see like a little tears coming down your face whenever the Suns just put on that whooping 20-point lead,
Oh, y'all win by 20.
Yeah.
So wait. So if they don't win by 20, you have to come on here and have a nice 2-minute speech about how great of a basketball player Charles Dixon is and how good he is one-on-one. And then you got to end
calm down. You have one good game. You have one good day.
Nope. See,
the series is still 5-3. You act like you're like a hot shot.
There you go. Shake, come on.
Dude, the series is.
Come on, no.
Calm down. We're recording our one-on-one.
This is my terms for you saying you're gonna beat us by 20. I just want to say you gotta come out and have a nice little 2-minute monologue of how great of a basketball player I am.
No, I will though if we lose. How about that? Straight up.
Okay.
But if you lose, you gotta have a 2-minute segment about how much you like Mikal Bridges.
Okay. Don't want to talk about that man.
Deal.
Oh man. You know what? I don't want it to be by myself anymore. If I got to talk about
you start, you shook. It's on.
Right.
Straight up.
All right, y'all.
All
right, man. See y'all. Thank you. Peace.
Later.